In a secluded village nestled deep within the woods, there stood an old forsaken mansion, abandoned for decades. Locals whispered of its dark history, speaking in hushed tones about the nightmarish events that had unfolded within its walls. Legend had it that the mansion was cursed, haunted by an entity that emerged only under the shroud of night. Whispers of an evil guest that roamed the halls, a malevolent force that devoured life itself. The first signs of its return began with an eerie stillness that settled over the village. Animals ceased their nocturnal calls, and the wind dared not rustle the leaves. As midnight approached, a sinister chill pervaded the air, sending shivers down the spines of the few brave souls who dared to stay awake. Then came the haunting sound of footsteps echoing through the empty streets, slow and deliberate. Every window remained tightly shut, every door bolted, yet the presence drew nearer, a sinister force manifesting in the heart of the forsaken mansion. At the stroke of midnight, a blood-curdling shriek pierced the silence, heralding the arrival of the malevolent guest. Its presence was palpable, a looming darkness that seeped through the cracks, infiltrating the village like a creeping fog. The first victim was an elderly woman, her home on the outskirts of the village. Her screams echoed briefly before falling silent, swallowed by the oppressive night. The next morning her house stood desolate, devoid of life. Not a plant remained, nor a single sign of the woman who once resided there. The entity moved with an unholy hunger, consuming life in its wake. Trees withered, their branches crumbling into ash. Animals lay motionless, drained of vitality. Even the air seemed tainted, carrying a sense of dread that suffocated all who dared to breathe it. As the night progressed, panic seized the villagers. Some attempted to flee, but the entity seemed to anticipate their every move, snuffing out life wherever it lingered. Fear gripped the hearts of those who remained, their prayers unanswered as the darkness descended upon them. Days turned to nights, and the village became a ghostly graveyard, a testament to the insatiable appetite of the evil guest. Survivors whispered tales of a shadowy figure, its presence foreboding and its intentions malevolent. The once thriving village now lay in ruins, its existence a mere memory. The mansion stood as a sinister monument to the horror that had unfolded, a cursed relic in a desolate land. And so, the legend of the malevolent guest lived on, a cautionary tale whispered in fear, a reminder of the darkness that lurks in the shadows, waiting to consume all who dare to cross its path.